again. It's Shock Base Jerusalem, and I'm back with another lesson. Turkey, if this is what you people want, is this really what you people want? Jive Turkeys. Y'all see in the thumbnail posted, um, the definition for Jive Turkey is a food. I was researching this yesterday. The spirit came upon me and had me look it up. I was feeling like I was in the 70s, and I looked up the definition. I can't believe it even meant a foolish person who just believes anything. And that's what any of you people out there who celebrate Thanksgiving today or Thanksgiving today, that's what y'all are. Y'all jive turkeys, man. Y'all jive turkeys, because for you to be celebrating a holiday and not a holy day is already you being on the wrong path. You know what I'm saying, and being carried by another spirit. But the fact that you celebrate something that you know the origins behind it is the killing of innocent people via the Indians, the Native Americans of this land, it's already a travesty. If you look up the real origins behind Thanksgiving, you will see that it was a feast they had after winning wars, after defeating the Indians in war and in battles. They would have this big feast called Thanksgiving. That's why a lot of people call it Thanksgiving. You know, it's crazy, And a lot of which is crazy, is a lot of black people claim that they have Indian in their blood, that they are native to this land and different things like that. And then they still go out and celebrate this holiday. So it's like, are you for real? Like, are you serious? That's what I'm saying, trying to. Shalom, Levi. She said, sad Thanksgiving Day. Believe that's. I don't know if that's a man or a woman, so excuse me if I got it wrong. But yeah, it's tripping me out, because it's just like, you know, me personally, I went and seen my grandfather last year. I found out his mother was full-blooded Indian, and my mother's, she said her mother was a full-blooded Indian. So, it's just crazy that, people with, hundreds of years later be still saying that, they celebrate Thanksgiving. Being that, okay, if you say you have Indian in your blood, you represent the Indians, and you don't agree with how they was treated and how they was killed, then why are you celebrating Thanksgiving then? You know, if you ask yourself, why are you doing this, you don't know why. You just doing what everybody else do. You said the love of many wax and cold, as the scripture said. Yeah, no love in their heart to say, you know what, man, we not gonna celebrate this the way they did the Indians, and they never replenished them and built them up as a people. You know what I'm saying? They never, they have states and different things of that sort, but they still under the constraints of the government. They can't go outside the reservations. All their benefits lie on the reservations. Let's talk about it. Geronimo, he said he wish he never would have gave in. They get you on the reservations and they give you bad food. They give you bad water. You can't leave. You can't hunt parts of the land that you want to go hunt. Know what I mean? You're constricted to this certain part of the land that you gotta hunt. And he tried to jump off a cliff to get out of the reservation. That's what the whole Geronimo jumping out the plane thing come from. You know, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about the real history of black people and Indians and Thanksgiving and these holidays. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, well, I know that if you're doing this, you're a foolish person at the core of it, because you can't believe that the Most High will let people get away with this type of behavior and there will be no penalty for it. You know, we serve a God who comes and he asks you to repent, and he comes with compassion in his heart. And if you don't, you should suffer the penalty. So, Jive Turkeys, you know what I'm saying? All about this, man. You know, I ain't got a big turkey to show, but you know what I'm saying? Today, me and my household will be following the Lord. It's a regular day, you know. I got to go to work. So, you know, it's not a special day for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what people try to make, why black people, mainly black people, I'm talking about my own people and handle our own problems first. Why they try to make this a day of family time, you know. Oh, this is a day we get together with the family. Why we can't get together no other day? Why don't black people get together any other day? Why don't they have to use this day to get together with the family? Because it's been programmed in them. You got people who watch TV and movies, and this is what they put in the movies and the TVs and the culture. You look around, everybody's cooking turkey. Don't nobody cook turkey no time throughout the year, but on this day, on Thanksgiving, they do it. I'm just thinking, like, why can't we get together outside of the program? She said, let me read the comments. They said they try to say it's all about family, but in food, but really it's a joke if you ask me. I agree. I feel like it's a joke too. It's like, dang, you know, if we really a family, let's get together without, you know, being told to get together. You don't feel like you're being programmed a little bit? You know what I'm saying? You don't feel like you're being programmed a little bit. It's like, okay, if you gonna get together, let the elders of the family, you know, put it together on a day that we all get together. It can't be on a day that, you know, everybody getting together the world. How could we, you know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. We just came in this land a couple hundred years ago. We were slaves, we were treated, had to fight for civil rights, and then you telling me people are that gone to the point where they just gonna follow the cultures of the country. It ain't even about freedom with these people. These people want to feel gratified and they want to feel like they're an actual person, like they're, you know what I'm saying, like they're accepted. They want to be accepted by the government and by the, you know, the powers that be, so they do everything that the, you know, the oppressors do. You know, then after that, you know, they eat. A lot of people don't even care about their family. They're just coming by to eat. They just coming by to, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, they know it's a day you get a free meal. They know it's a day. Black people, that's mainly how black people look at it. They know, I could go over his house or her house and we could get us a plate. It's a day. What is the feast we supposed to have outside of holiday calendared, you know what I'm saying, days? Where is the family reunions at? Where is the gatherings at? If you an Israelite, because this is the Hebrew life, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get at the Israelites out there who be thinking they could come. The scriptures say you shouldn't eat food dedicated. You know, I can't think of the scripture right now, but I know it's in the scriptures. You can look it up on Google. Don't eat food sacrificed to idols. If somebody tell you, hey, this, you know, you throwing a Thanksgiving party or whatever, we would love for you to come through. If you an Israelite, man, it's a no-go. It's a no-go. Thank you, you know, but no thanks. Or you telling me, okay, I'll see if I want to come through there. I'm see. You just don't come, you know, because it's food sacrificed to idols. They could say, well, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, we just cooking. And this is what this type of stuff you're going to hear from your family. Well, you know, we don't celebrate. I don't believe in, you know, Thanksgiving. I'm just cooking some turkey and some dressing. They got some cranberries, sauce over there. And, you know what I'm saying? Nah, this is just the tradition. Everybody know this is the tradition of Thanksgiving, though. Pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie on the side. You said I'm going to go, but I ain't eating. I ain't drinking either. Hey, you could do that, too. If you want to go there just to be, because you got to go, or somehow you got to be there, but you don't want to participate. Hey, you know what I'm saying? The more power to you. Because for you to stand in the fire of adversity and temptation and come out, and people you gonna come out shining, you gonna let your light shine while you there. So you going to tell your family, seek the Most High while you found. Be careful with us. Be careful with that because the scripture tells us be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Don't go. I wouldn't advise you to go to the party, trying to tell people to seek the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, you're going into a place where people ain't even gonna want to hear it, and they not even gonna care. They're gonna call you crazy. They're gonna tell you to leave, and that's what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You let your light shine by living your life and being an example of not being there. And say, people knowing you not there. You don't have to. If you want to do that though, go ahead and do it. I'm not telling you not to rise and wake up the people if that's what you want to do, but do it at your own risk. You're going in there, people, there's demons in there, people trying to have a good time and they trying to live in they bliss, and let their reward be their reward. You don't have to go in there and disrupt the party. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know they're not going to want to hear the truth. Just like on Christmas, people say, well, I don't believe in the white Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? And I don't believe in Christmas. I'm Santa Claus. You hear all these little things, but they still celebrate these holidays. So, at the end of the day, let your light shine by living your life and following the holy days. Before I got on track, I was going to speak about how the Israelites need to forget the holy days. It's crazy how you could be an Israelite, and I'm guilty of this too, be Israelite for years. And you like, dang, I know all of the holidays on the calendar. When the time come around the year, you know it. December 25th, you know it's Christmas. October 31st, you know it's Halloween. But we don't know the holy days. We don't know when the holy days are upon us in the scriptures, and that's what we need to get to, the Feast of Tabernacle, the Passover. Get out there in them tents and live like the Most High told us to live, and really put our feet on the ground and follow the holy days, the Feast of First Fruits. We supposed to be doing these things. Now, we ain't got to do the sacrificial laws. We ain't got to go get a whole lamb and cut it, and bleed it out and none of that. But you can keep it in your heart, and you can celebrate the feast days. We've been commanded to. We supposed to be celebrating our holy days like they celebrate their holidays. We supposed to know it. We got to know these things, people. We in the last days. The time is now. The Feast of Dedication, exactly, sister, coming up. I don't know if let me look and see if you. But yes, the Feast of Dedication is coming up. We gotta get back. We gotta rededicate our temple to the Most High. It's in the Apocrypha. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you for putting that out there. Yes, you know what I'm saying? While people think about Hanukkah and Christmas, you need to be thinking about the Feast of Dedication. You know what I'm saying? People don't think about these things though. If you look up the history of the Indians, it ain't too good and kind when it comes to black people. They have treated, they had us slaves, you know what I'm saying? Some of them didn't, you know what I'm saying? So all the history ain't, so, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna reap what they sow at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? They had it in their treaties that they would keep us slaves. They were slave masters. A lot of them in Oklahoma, you know what I'm saying, the down south and all over the south. But at the end of the day, everybody's in the same place today, compromised by the beast. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. My thing is, I'm sick of black people picking up everybody's beliefs and they don't have their own. This is the problem. This is why the media fights so hard to keep you black, keep you Negro, keep you African American. because it benefits them if you don't know who you are. It benefits them if you don't have no culture, and your culture is their culture. I remember on Netflix this year when Black History came about, big bold letters on Netflix. American Black history is American history because they know this. When you can't disconnect yourself and find your roots, and you keep digging and digging and digging, and your roots keep finding yourself in America, you gonna eventually become an American. You gonna become Gentile in the mind. Y'all whole fact. But yeah, all of this about some turkey, man. I pray. I thank the Most High that He brought me out, out of that. That I serve no other God but Him. Let's get into some scripture right fast. Y'all got any scriptures on this conversation y'all put in the chat? Going live, man. We going live a little more. All this about some damn turkey. Come on, man. Y'all got to do better. You get a turkey sandwich, shit, any day. Shit, you cook a turkey any day. Why I gotta be today though? That's all I'm saying. And then, people try to smooth it over. Nah, if the Most High got your spirit where you're not accepting it and you infuriated, man, you can't stand to go around and see people be heathens, then don't do it. I mean, you don't have to. The Most High said we are a set apart people, a holy people. Let me get into it. Read it right fast. Let's really break this down. It says, this is Deuteronomy 7 and 6. It says, matter of fact, we're going to start at the top. We're going to start at verse 4. It says, verse 3, it says, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughters shall not give unto his sons, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you, and destroy thee suddenly. But thus shall ye deal within them. You shall destroy their altars, and break down their images, and cut down their groves, and burn their images with fire. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So we're going to stop it right there. We a holy people. We a set apart people. So if you an Israelite, you definitely ain't supposed to be celebrating no holidays. You know what I'm saying? Only the holy days. We don't know nothing about the holidays. I've been out of it so fast, and I've been out of it so long that to the point where like the most I don't even be remembering. They be like, oh yeah, it's Labor Day. Oh yeah, it's Christmas. You ain't know it's Thanksgiving. You ain't know. So I don't even be knowing. But when I do see it, if I can tear down some altars and break down some images, that's what I'm gonna do. With the power of the Most High put into me. So that's all I want to talk about, fam. Y'all got any questions? Y'all put it in the chat. I'm gonna chill with y'all for a little bit longer, and then we gonna get up out of here. Check it on my little one. Yes, sir. I need one of y'all to go in the chat, pull that scripture saying don't eat no food sacrificed to idols. I don't want to end the live looking. You said Leviticus 18. Leviticus 18. Y'all give me a sec. Let me get. All right, then. Yeah. I just want my people to wake up, though. I just want my people to wake up. Thank you for that. I'm going. Now, hold up, you said First Corinthians, okay. You said 18. Let me see what's in 18 in Leviticus. Any of these things. It says, you might be talking about Leviticus 18:26. It says, defile not yourselves in any of these things, for all these things the nations, for all in these things the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. The land is defiled. Therefore I do visit the iniquity therefore upon it, and the land itself vomit out her inhabitants. You shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourn among you. For all these abominations have the men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled. Let's go to 1 Corinthians. So, yeah, everybody, while we in this captivity, once you wake up, man, cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Because we all been there. We all done celebrated these holidays. We all know they're meaningless. They have no real origin behind them. And if they are, they come from Europe. These are not African holidays. These are not Hebrew holidays. These are pagan holidays gathered up from all of the nations, wrapped up into one ball called Babylon. First Corinthians, you said First Corinthians 10. Let's go to it. She got the ammunition. It's 10, what is it? 10:28? Okay, let's get to it. Okay. It says, whatsoever is sold in shambles that eat, asking no question for conscience. For the earth is the Lord's, and the fullness of it. For if any of them believe not, bid you to a feast, and you disposed to go, whatever so is set before you, eat, asking no questions for conscience sake. But if any man say unto you, this is offered and sacrificed unto idols. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 27, family. This is clear instructions. If any man offer you food sacrificing to idols, eat not for this sake that showed it, for the conscience sake. for the earth is in the Lord's and the fullness thereof. So the Lord is basically saying, if you go to a brew house and he cooking, you can eat. If you go to somebody's house and they just cooking and they ain't cooking, they ain't serving and sacrificing nothing to the most to no devils and nothing, you can eat. You ain't eating nothing unclean, but it says, especially if you hungry, because like it said, let no man seek his own, but every man another's whatsoever is sold in shambles at the beginning. Then it tells you, for conscience sake, bid you to a feast, you be disposed to go, whatever so is set before you eat, ask no questions. But if any man offer and sacrifice unto idols, eat not for the sake that showed it. If you eat something for Thanksgiving, you eat some sacrifice to idols. If you eat some for Christmas, you eat some sacrifice to idols. If you eat some on Easter, you go to an Easter party, you eat some sacrifice to idols. If you go to a party and somebody say, yeah, man, I'm a Satanist, this is a Satanist party, you gonna eat? See, if they put it to you that way, you wouldn't eat. But the fact, people saying, oh, they dress it up nice, wolf in sheep's clothing, sheep's wool. Oh yeah, it's just Thanksgiving. We just getting together. It's just the family. Everybody just getting together. We just loving. We need to get together more as a family. Don't you agree? They come to you on Easter. They all dressed nice after church, and and they cooking. And Big Mama in there cooking. Yeah, it's dressed up nice, looking like dang. You looking like dang, but we don't never get together as a family. I miss my family. I want to see my family. Don't let the weakness of you wanting to see your old family let you miss out on spending time with your current family. This time, brews need to be linking up, trying to do things. The more that we get out of the world, we need to cling on to the new world that the Christ has brought into us, that Yahushua has brought into us. This new world inside the world called Israel. Because other than that, we ain't going to survive. The Most High don't need big numbers. So when you see big numbers gathering, doing things, just know the Most High probably ain't there. Most likely, the Most High were with small numbers. Let's see what the chat talking about, family. She said 1 Corinthians 8 and 4. Let's see what's in 1 Corinthians 8 and 4. It says, but if any man, this is 1 Corinthians 8 and 3. It says, but if any man love God, the same is known of him. As concerning, therefore, the eating of those things that are offered in sacrifice unto idols, we know that an idol is nothing in the world, and that there is none other God but one. For though there be called gods, whether in heaven or in earth, as there be gods many, lords many, but to us there is but one God, the Father, whom are all things, and we in him, and one Yahushua HaMashiach, or Jesus Christ, by those things that are, and by whom all things we by him. Howbeit, there is not in every man that knowledge, but some the conscience of the idol unto this hour. Eat it as a thing offered unto an idol, and there be conscience being weakened and defiled, is defiled. But the meat commended us not to God, for neither if we eat are we better, neither if we eat not are we worse. But take heed lest by any means this liberty of yours become a stumbling block. This liberty of yours become a stumbling block to them that are weak. For if any man see thee, which has knowledge, sit at meat in an idol's temple, shall not the conscience of him which is weak be emboldened to eat those things which are offered to idols? And through thy knowledge shall the weak brother perish for whom Christ died? We cannot let our people see us fall victim to these idols all around the world, whether it's a holiday or whether it's an entertainer or whether it's money or cars or women. men, or sets, or whatever it is. They all idols that we must defeat for Christ. And if we don't do this, then there's no hope for the weaker brother or the weaker sister under us who's looking for hope, who's looking at us saying, hey, we got to do this. Look at bro, he ain't celebrating nothing. He got his family over there. They ain't celebrating. Look at sister, she over there. Yeah, she here, but she ain't eat nothing. Yeah, she ain't even come yet. She over there, you know what I mean, chilling in the house. It's a regular day. They eating good over there. It ain't nobody falling victim to, oh, man, I just had to go, man. So, come on. So, yeah, man, stay strong. Brothers, sisters, stay strong. Understand that your fight means something to the brother or sister who's looking for hope to keep walking in this truth. They can't see you eating ham at Big Mama house talking about you was a Hebrew yesterday. They can't see you celebrating Christmas and the whole year you was talking about Kwam, Yasharala, and Yahoo, and all praise to the Most High. Keep it solid, keep it real, family. I'm going to get up out of here. My daughter might be home. So, in that case, we finna get up out of here, family. Y'all stay strong in this truth, and I shall be back. Elohim willing. Shalom.